Hi, my name is Clint Tasker, and I'm the designer for Undermine and Undermine 2. And today I'm going to show you Undermine 2's most recent update, Duskfall. 0.7.0 offers the new zone, Duskfall, a new boss, Bul Gogi, the Thimble Thicket that offers many new items that can make you small or can make you large, and the Grim Crucible, a new challenge mode that will be certain to challenge even the most hardcore players. That, along with a bunch of other features, bug fixes, balance changes, and new items. So without further ado, let's get into it, and I'm going to show you Duskfall. When you begin the game, you are now going to start at this crossroads. Here you can go to the gold mine or Duskfall, but at the very outset, the goblins have barricaded the gold mine, and you're going to have to find the goblin fuse in order to blow your way through it and get into the gold mine. So your first option is to go to Duskfall. This is a pseudo forest. The goblins have been busy clear cutting, so a lot of the trees have been cut down, but it's still a really nice lush green zone with like lots of vegetation. There are many new enemies in Duskfall, including these microcaps and macrocaps. These are mushrooms that will release spores, and depending on the mushroom, they'll either make you smaller or make you larger. And so there's not much advantage to being smaller. You're just going to have to deal with being a little guy. But being larger can sometimes be an advantage, and you may want to actually take the damage. So for example, in this room, there is a hidden pressure plate in order to lower these blocks. And we can either scour it with bombs, or we can save those bombs, get larger, and try and blow our way through these walls. So now we can hit this pressure plate, solve the problem, and, you know, get our chest. Landmark for Duskfall is the Thimble Thicket, and this is a market run by these little creatures known as wizardlings, who really enjoy making things small and large. And you're probably sensing a theme to this update in this zone. Along with some items that can, you know, make things larger, smaller, or even duplicate, such as these pale kernels, you'll find new relics and arcana at this shop, including one such as this Debiggener. And the Debiggener will make things smaller, which, you know, doesn't sound very powerful, but can actually be quite potent. So if we take the Debiggener, I'll show you what it can do. The Debiggener can be used against enemies to make them smaller and make them easier to kill, but it can also be used for utility purposes. Because of my compass, I know that this rock has a hidden oubliette underneath it. And normally I would need a bomb to destroy that rock. But with the Debiggener, I can simply just make it smaller, and then it will crumble underneath my melee attack. And so this makes searching for secrets a lot easier. The last thing in Duskfall that I want to show you is the boss fight, Bul Gogi. And I'm not going to do much talking, I'm just going to let the fight do the talking for me. And there it is. That's the goblin fuse that we need to get into the gold mine. So let's get going. In addition to the Duskfall zone, we are also shipping Grim Crucible in this update. And this will be familiar for fans of Undermine 1. When you've completed a run in Undermine 2, you will now find an item called the Grim Emblem, and you can bring it back here to Camilla's office in order to unlock this trapdoor. And so when you go down here, you'll find the Grim Crucible. And what this does is it offers you all kinds of unique challenges. So by default, it will start with this formidable hex, and you can upgrade or you can level it up by 10 levels. And each level will increase the health and damage stats of enemies by 5%. So if you crank it up to 10, you will get a stat increase of 50% on all the enemies. Now, if you accept this challenge, and now you can see that you have a Grim Crucible level of 10. If you take this all the way to the end of the run, you will be paid out in Grim tokens. And you can bring those Grim tokens back here to the Grim Crucible, unlock these new challenges, or increase the challenge of existing hexes, and basically really just make your game as hard as you want it to be. The reason this will be familiar to people who played Undermine 1 is it's very similar to how summoning stones worked. So if you defeated a run with a summoning stone level of 2, you would be able to increase that to 3. Here, if you finish your run with this Grim level of 10, you will earn 10 tokens, and you can bump it up to 11 and try that next time. And so I just wanted to talk about that real quick. There's a lot of cool nuance here in this challenge mode, and we're really excited for veteran players to try it out and see how high a Grim level that they can achieve. Thank you very much for watching this preview. We've had such an enjoyable time building this update for you. And really, truly, it is the biggest update we've ever made for an Undermine game. We've made new bosses, we've made new zones, we've made new game modes, but never have we put it together quite to this level and all in one update. It really is huge, and I was only able to show you just a fraction of it. There's so many more new items, so many new secrets, enemies, and things I wasn't able to get to. So I look forward to seeing you play it. Yeah, on behalf of Thorium, which is me, Derek, and Corland, along with our audio people, Wes and Trevor. It's been really fun making this update, and we look forward to seeing you play it. So thank you, and I don't know, until next time.